Hi everyone, it's Leona with Leona's Designs. I'm back with day 7 of the February pattern hearts and stitch by stitch with Icky Chick Designs. I've been working on my heart every day, and today the prompt is squiggles. So I was fortunate to find this kind of squiggly pattern on a piece of fabric scrap I had. I got a lot of fabric scraps given to me, and I dug through them today. I found this little squiggly pattern, so I cut that out for my squiggle heart today, and I'm going to use this purple dotted background. I think it'll be very striking. And I'm just getting set up here to stitch on my heart. Here's the rest of the little piece of fabric. And this is my template that I use every day. It's a 5-inch template, and this is the little cardboard heart that I use. So I'm getting ready here to stitch. I've got a piece of dryer sheet that I fold in half, and I use that on the back to stabilize. And I will cut that down, and I will be showing you all 7 hearts that I've done so far. After I get this one today, it'll be 7 hearts. I've showed you a couple of them on the little video shorts I made. But I've been doing one every day, and it's been really fun to figure out the different designs from the prompts. And it just keeps me creative. So with this one today, I'm just gonna stitch it down. I'm not sure how I'm gonna stitch it down. Maybe I'll whip stitch it down. And then these little squiggles on here, I'm hoping to do in stitching in different colors. I've got some purple and some lavender and some gold, some yellow. So we'll see how that goes as I process along. I've got some more purple here. But first I'm going to pin the heart down to this background. And then decide how I want to stitch the edges down, and what color I want to stitch them down. I think I might use this purple. Maybe lavender. The lavender would show up better. Okay, I'm going to use this lavender. It's 3 strands. It's quite a long piece. I'm just going to thread my needle with this, and then we'll get on with sewing it down. So I've got 6 hearts that I want to show you for each day of this challenge. There we go. They're polka dot, thin stripes, abstract, floral, modern, nature, and today will be squiggles. And they were all fun to create, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. So let's just try whip stitching this down. I'm not a big fan of whip stitch, but I'm just going to try it for this. Well, this thread is just a little bit too long, I think. greatest love right now for stitching is the blanket stitch. I finally learned how to do that, and I just love it. But I just did that on yesterday's heart, so. Not going to repeat it again today. Let me get this a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just whip stitching, edge down. Just taking little stitches and going over the edge. Till I get all the way around. Get that stitch down, and then I'll be back and show you the next step. Hi everyone, I'm back, and I've got it all whip stitched down. Took a little while because stitches are so small, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. The background fabric did pucker a little bit here at the top, so I'm going to see if I can iron that down to flatten that out a little bit. Not sure why it did that. I guess I forgot to pin the heart down to the background fabric when I started stitching, so that might be why. But hopefully this little iron can flatten it out. There, I think, yeah, that made it lots better. Okay, so I'm going to start trying to stitch these little squiggles on here. Squiggles, not squiggles, squiggles. And I'm just going to try to go around the lines that are already on the fabric with different colored thread. And I'm going to start up with this yellow thread because there's all kinds of little dots in there already. So I think I'll start with this big squiggle right here. And I guess I'll start on the outside and go in. Just gonna stay right on that line, and I'll just do straight stitches. Maybe back. Oops. Almost got my finger again. Maybe I'll just do some back stitches. That'll probably be the easiest. So I'm just going to do small back stitches and try to stay right on that line. I'm home today making this video because I was supposed to be meeting my grandson for lunch because today's his 30th birthday, but he's got some other plans going on that he couldn't meet for lunch because he's promoting a new album that he's a musician. He writes, records, and mixes and masters his own music. He's been doing it for like 12 years. And he just dropped a new album and a new video on the same day, on his birthday. So he's got his hands full promoting the video And the music hello. So he called me and said, let's postpone lunch till tomorrow. I'm like, okay. He caught me just as I was going out the door. I said, well, good timing. I was just leaving. Oh, I got a little off track there, and the stitch is a little too big, but I have to deal with it. Anyway, so I have that to look forward to till tomorrow. And I can be home today and make this video and create this little squiggle heart. So it all worked out. Let's see here what I'm doing. Just trying to stay on that line. Just doing little stitches. And enjoy this. I just did a heart yesterday. I think it was yesterday. No, the day before. The modern heart that I did a lot of slow stitching on. Little tiny stitches. It was really fun. I'll be showing that to you later. If you stick around for the end of this video, I will be showing all 7 of my hearts for this month so far. So far I've been able to do one every day. And I'm just going to continue stitching around this little squiggle. And I'll be back to show you the results. Okay, I've got 2 yellow ones done. And I think they look really good. It's really fun to do. And debating whether to do all yellow or switch up the colors. I think I'm gonna do a couple purple ones and maybe a couple white ones, just to switch up the colors and see how that looks. So maybe a purple, a white, another purple. We'll see how it goes, but I'll be back to show you the results. Okay, I'm back, and I got all the little squiggles sewed down. I used yellow and white and purple and green. I think it turned out very cute. So now I'm going to fold on the edges and stitch it to this piece of red background material that I have. I'm just probably going to straight stitch it down to that red piece, and once I get that done, I will be back to show you my 7 hearts for February so far. Okay, we are all finished. I've got it sewed to the back, piece of red, and stitched down with a straight stitch, and this is today's February pattern heart, squiggles. And so this is heart number 7. This is heart number 6. The prompt was nature, and found this sunny material, and I had some material with giraffes on it that I cut this little giraffe out of and stitched him down, and I had some other fabric with birds on it excuse me, cut the little bird out, stitched him down, and I stitched the heart down with a green blanket stitch. And it's backed with some floral fabric. So that was heart number 6, nature. Heart number 5 was modern. And I wasn't quite sure how to interpret modern. So I had this fabric here with all different lines and patterns on it. So I decided to just go with that and just do a lot of small straight stitches all over it, and I did some French knots also, and just lots of stitching on this one. I like the way it turned out. I haven't backed this one yet. So that's heart number 5, modern. And then heart number 4 was floral. And I just had some floral material. I also cut some flowers out of another material that had little flowers on it. Stitched those down, and I did a blanket stitch in gold around this one and straight stitched it down to some green fabric on the back. So that's heart number 4, floral. Heart number 3 was abstract. And I'm not an abstract person, so I wasn't quite sure how to do this one. But I came up with this kind of crazy looking material that I stitched down and cut the heart out of, and just put an A on there for abstract. Just cut pieces out of different fabrics and put it together, and backed it with this zigzag fabric. So I think it turned out pretty good for abstract. And that was heart number 3. Heart number 2 was thin stripes. And I had this thin striped pink fabric that I stitched down with a pink blanket stitch, and I had some ribbon that said love, 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 and I stitched the heart down to some wide striped fabric and backed it in pink. I think that one turned out really cute. The heart is thin stripes. Number 2, and number 1 I think is my favorite. It's this little polka dot heart. There's a little flower and a button and just some straight stitching all around, and backed on a piece of red felt. So there we go. I'll zoom out here so you can see all of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There we are, 7 hearts for February, and I hope to continue doing this. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again on the next video where I'll continue showing these little February pattern hearts. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and if you're not subscribed, think about subscribing so you can see the updates on these little February pattern hearts. Bye-bye.